Hi, Dean. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good. How are you? So you're sick?
Yeah, we're in bed for a few days, so
Oh no, that's
yeah,
horrible.
yeah, I'm active. I like to be doing things, and this isn't
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah. So this is terrible for you.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
thank you.
what I wanted to do is literally have a chat with you about diets, resetting. It's January, so obviously everybody wants to start their diet, and they've had overeating over Christmas. Um, so obviously they're feeling blue, and now they're like, come on, let's reset this, and quite up for doing exercise and diets, etc. But obviously with gastric sleeve, there's more protein that we've got to eat, and gastric bypasses, so it's more protein that we've got to eat than anything else. You do protein and then vegetables and then carbohydrates, at the end. So it's
Uh,
really just to have a chat with you, go through some questions that they've all asked me to ask you, and go from there. So if you want to tell me about yourself and what you do.
okay. Well, I don't know how far back to go, but I've been into athletics and everything for all my life, and I've helped, you know, uh, moms lose weight, even when I was coaching their daughter in volleyball. Um, And after I had Crohn's, and then once I got in remission, I'm like, I'm going to get certified and just start helping more people. So that's where I'm at today.
Hmm. So
Um,
what certifications and what do you have right now?
I have my personal training, I have strength and conditioning, and I have nutrition.
Fantastic. That's just so everybody knows then what you're all about and what you've got and how you can help us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fantastic. So some of the questions are, what would you recommend to reset sort of like the weight loss surgery now, sort of like to reset, mindfully and diet wise?
well, the biggest thing, excuse me, that I have all my clients start out is a 10-day carb detox, and that gets all rid of all the inflammation out of your body. Um, After that, like you said, you always want to have protein higher,
Yeah,
but at the same time, if you're not exercising while taking higher protein, um, that could end up into fat storage as well. So we want to be mindful that we're getting our steps in or have a workout program going on at the same time.
all right, okay. So the carbs reset, how does that work?
Basically, you just cut out any carbs for 7 to 10 days. I pretty much make my clients do 10 days.
Okay.
And yeah, it just depletes all the sugars and the carbs out of your body, reduces inflammation. You'll hear people say that they're feeling better, like after 5 days of it, they have more energy.
Yeah,
Um, yep.
I found that.
Yep. So that's the best place to start. If you at the beginning of the year, you don't really know what to do, start in on that, and that'll be a huge help just right off the
Start.
get-go.
Yeah, yeah. So no breads, no pastas, no potatoes, no nothing
Right,
like that. Yeah,
right. Or alcohol.
yeah. Or alcohol. Okay, so that's their new. I don't drink anymore, but yeah, some others do, but no alcohol. That's got a lot of carbohydrates in it. Then,
Right. Oh yeah. Yep. Alcohol does.
wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I know it had fat in it, but I didn't know it was like a large carbohydrate.
Yeah. I can't give you a breakdown on all the different liquors because they're different, but
Mm,
yeah, there's definitely hidden carbs in.
in there. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell everybody that one. Stop your drinking. There's carbohydrates in it.
Right. Yep. Yep. So, um,
They should stop their drinking anyway.
right. I know. Well, that's the funny thing. I'm in a couple of groups with bariatric patients in, and you'll see people say, I'm 12 days post-op when I can start drinking alcohol again. And I'm like, oh man, you're defeating the purpose.
Yeah,
It's a life.
another addiction, which is what I did.
Yep.
Had
It's a life.
2 years into my 2 years into my surgery, I had a situation and it was awful. And I had a drink, and that was it for me. Addiction. And then I had to go to rehab in 2020. And then so I finished that in November and had bariatric surgery again, the revision bypass in January. So it was everything at once, and it was all too much. My head's in it now, but it wasn't. It wasn't in it for a year. It was the wrong time to do it. It was the wrong time to do it.
Yep. And when I see so many people thinking that, it's almost like they haven't done any research.
Yeah.
This is it's a big thing, and not only physically, but mentally. And I wish people would just slow down, look into things better. So it's going to be a lifestyle change rather than 12 days post-op asking people if you can start drinking again.
Or eating a burger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that so many times on the groups, I've got to say.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's heartbreaking because I know they're going to end up gaining the weight back.
on the way back.
So,
I'm lucky because
yeah.
I've maintained this year. So I haven't put any weight on at all. I've maintained. It was only over Christmas that I start eating sugar that I've put on weight. So I've got to stop the sugar as of tomorrow. I've got to stop right away. So there's no more sugar tonight. Because I
That's
weighed myself today and I put on 5 pounds. And I have never done that.
Oh wow. Yeah. It adds up fast when you're a lot of fad diets along with getting a sleeve. You're basically slowing your metabolism down because you're on such low calories that it's hard. It'll be hard for people to eat more, and that's what I have to do in order to reverse diet and kickstart your metabolism. Um, but that's one that I think a lot of people don't understand how the metabolism works. And that's kind of what I want to get out there to everybody is the longer you're on low calories, the slower your metabolism is going to become because your body knows it has to get you through the day efficiently because it doesn't have a lot of calories to burn.
Yeah, I get that.
So, um, yeah, that's just one thing that uh, I
So
want people
basically
to think about.
what we have to do is have like small meals. So we can have 5 small meals per day, or we can have 3 meals a day and have like a shake or a protein bar in between on the snack side of it.
Yeah,
But you're looking about 1,500 calories to 2,000 calories per day, depending on your BMI, etc.
right. Yeah, I try to get them up to 2000. It's a slow process because you don't want to do it, you know, quick, because then you're defeating the purpose and it
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
work.
yeah,
But
yeah. Sorry,
oh, you're fine.
my husband's just got it. It's my daughter phoning. It's like, I didn't switch it off. Sorry about that.
Oh, no
Um,
problem.
yeah, so no, another one, what they're saying, one of my girls, She lost it all through weight loss surgery. However, she's now put 50 pounds back on. She's had a lot of stress and she's lost her husband and mother. But she obviously doesn't want to lose any more, put on any more weight. So her thoughts are like, how can I restart this straight away? So it's a bit like what we've just talked about. But how do you think they can stop putting on the weight in the first place?
Oh boy, well, that one,
I know.
I would almost,
I'll throw that one at you.
yeah, I would ask her if she's seen a therapist.
Mm,
Um, that's a lot of trauma, so to speak,
I know.
happening all in a short amount of time. Your body can't handle that, and that's why she ended up putting on weight. But I think getting in the right mindset would be huge.
Mm,
Um,
I know.
getting
Difficult.
getting back getting back to that goal, reaching for that goal again. But yeah, that's a lot for a person to take on by themselves, and but I see that quite often.
Mm,
That's why, if she could hook up with a therapist, and
yeah.
um, I think that would do a
That's a
lot
good
of good.
suggestion. Yeah. What about others that haven't gone through trauma, etc., that are starting to gain their weight? There's another lady I know in the UK, and she literally has just put all her weight back on. She stopped walking. She started to eat more. She's drinking more, but she's sort of, she's starting now she's put all of the weight back on.
Okay, and she doesn't have the surgery?
She's had the surgery
Oh, she's had the surgery?
about 3 years ago, and now all the weight's back on.
Yeah, well, it would be getting back into that lifestyle change. Um, when you get sent home, you get a big guide of what to do, how much to eat, how long it has to be,
Yeah.
blended, all this and that. Um, we have to stick with that.
Mm,
And it it's not the end of the world if slip here and there. It's going to happen. We're human.
hmm
Um, but it's just a matter of getting back on, making disciplined decisions again.
mm.
Um, and I
I
think
know
you'll,
I've lost 10 stone with the sleeve, which is 168 pounds.
wow,
Yeah. So I've lost that with the gastric sleeve. But it was when I had my gastric bypass last January, my mind just wasn't in the game. So
yeah,
I know you have to have that mindset when you go into surgery. I've learnt that. I was very lucky to have just maintained and not put on weight. But as I said to you just now, I've now put on 5 pounds and that's it. That's not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to put one more pound on.
right,
So my mindset is like literally today, that is it. Because of the scales, the weighing of the scales. So I know that I've slipped up and I've had like a stall for the year, but there's been again lots of mental reasons why. And so I know that I could have easily have put on weight this year, but I haven't. I've been really lucky because I have like worked. I haven't gone, oh, I'm going to eat everything. I still stuck to it all, because you can't do too much damage when your stomach's so small anyway. um,
right.
but it has at the end sort of I've now been able to eat a little bit more and a little bit more as after time's gone on. Yeah, all protein, but it's the protein's getting bigger and the protein's getting bigger. And I thought this has got to stop. So now my mindset is right, okay, it's got to stop. Let's restart.
Yeah,
So mine will be sort of going back mentally, as you say, back to sort of taking away the carbs, eating more fish. Um, what other things would you recommend to sort of eat?
oh, to eat. Well, I do have a recommended food list. It has the good carbs, the good fats, the good proteins. Um, yeah, you got fish, venison, um, you know, anything like that, then I can make that available to you.
Yeah, that'd
After,
be great. Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be really good for everyone, I think. And
yeah,
so the other thing is, obviously, we've got to take vitamins. We've got to take so many vitamins in order to keep healthy. Like our bones, we've got to have calcium for our teeth and our bones. Otherwise, they
right,
sort of crumble, etc. I don't know whether you know that. Do you know that of all the vitamins for us
right.
for bariatric surgery?
Yeah, uh, basically because you're restricting how many nutrients you can get from your food. And so, yeah, supplementation. I mean, I learned that just from having Crohn's. When you're not getting nutrients, your body, you'll start to see signs that it's not getting nutrients. Your hair will fall out.
Yeah,
Um, you know, uh, like you said, your teeth will crumble, stuff like that. Um, so yeah, so I still personally to this day take 10,000 IUs of vitamin D3.
yeah,
Um, it's
yeah.
that's
I am so strict on my vitamins.
yeah,
I'm so strict. I mean, I've got tablets to take every day anyway, so I take them with that without fail.
yeah,
But
yeah.
after surgery, our hair does fall out, by the way. After about
Well,
4 months, the hair does fall out on our surgery. So do you think it's because of a deficiency?
that would be my first guess, just because you're restricting how many nutrients that you can get. Now, um, I it's just one of those things that,
Comes with it.
yeah, and it's one thing that people need to research is this uh, is a very good possibility of happening to you
Hmm.
uh,
Is there
once you
anything
get
you'd recommend to obviously help with it? I
well.
mean,
I
it's
would
not to
say,
stop it, but help.
right, and I would say what your protein powder, what's in it. Um, there are strictly protein powders, and then there's meal replacement protein powders.
Okay.
The meal replacement will have more of your amino acids and stuff like that to keep everything in your body healthy, and it will be faster absorbing than trying to get it out of whole foods uh, in that short amount of time. So I would say, you'd want to look at the protein you're getting very closely to make sure it has all your essential amino acids, your vitamins, things like that. And
That's
that
interesting. That's very interesting to know that the powder is that the meal replacement is actually better for you than just the powder then
yeah, yeah,
for protein. Right. Okay.
for certain,
'Cause- yeah.
instances. I mean, I would say it'd be better for this group because um, just like pure whey protein powder um, is basically used to get the extra protein level up. Um, whereas a meal replacement, that's if you're short of meal for the day, you can take that and you're still getting your essentials.
The nutrients in. Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
okay. That's interesting as well. We're learning a lot. As we're going along, we're
Yeah.
learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. So we've talked about the restart because everybody's saying about the restart because we get a lot of stalls. So everybody's
Yeah.
like, how do you come out of a stall? I'm in a stall. I can't stand it. And again, it's just, I think it's mindful thinking to sort of keep going. It will come out, just keep on with the diet, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And eventually the stall will. Why do the stalls happen though? That would be interesting to know. Do you think?
Because your body adapts to what's going on. So um, I can give this example for working out. If I want to gain a lot of muscle,
Hmm.
I have to progressively overload. Okay. Which means my body gets used to lifting 10 pounds all the time. So then I have to move it up to 15. Okay. And then my body gets used to that, and I keep moving up because my body adapts to the weight I'm currently lifting.
Okay.
So if you take that to nutritional side, if you're only eating 800 calories, your body's going to adjust to that and just slow things way down. So we have to come up with a way to jumpstart that. Now, there's a couple things you can do. One is, change up your exercise routine.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I have all my clients do is walk for 10 to 15 minutes after they get done eating,
Oh, okay.
because that will give you, 30 to 45 minutes worth of walking just based on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's one thing that'll help with digestion. Um, and the
Yeah.
other thing is reverse dieting, but I don't recommend anybody just doing that without accountability.
Yeah. Okay. But there are ways of doing it, and by speaking to you, perhaps sort of and having that coaching, you'd be able to help with these stalls.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Um, yeah. One of the things that I want people to understand is, if you go to exercise and you want to build muscle,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it the most common question I have is, will I look bulky? And the answer to that is no, you will not. You'd have to work, like lift hard for 7 years to like really look bulky.
Yeah.
But what you're doing is you're creating muscle, and muscle burns calories, even when you're not working out. Okay. It's an expensive item for the body to have on. So it has to spend those calories, it has to burn more calories to preserve that muscle.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to do anything to preserve fat. It just carries it around.
Right.
So that's why I am such a big believer in exercise. And if you can, do some, it can be body weight, you can use bands, you can use weights, but we want to start toning up that muscle, and that'll help you burn more calories. And that is also another item that can get you jump started.
Okay, because that's interesting because um, where I became disabled at 27 and a half stone, 385 pounds, it made me immobile. So, of course, when I've lost all the weight, my muscles, I have no muscles basically. So, therefore, I find it very hard walking, doing exercises, and doing anything that's mobile. But I'm getting better and better and better because I have lost so much weight. I am more mobile, but not very far. So I know that I've got to do a lot of exercise. Now, I know a lot of people are in the same boat. They, again, have lost the muscle where they haven't been able to move around. Now, so the muscles, what exercise would you recommend the most for loss of weight, for weight loss?
Well, one thing that I would do is squats. Now, that might seem overwhelming at first, but it can be as simple as just getting out of your chair, sitting down, getting back out of your chair, um, just small things like that. Um, Everything that I incorporate has a functional movement to it. So no matter the exercise, it, it's something that you do normally in life. Um, but that's a big one because as we get older,
Mm,
our muscle, we get weaker as well.
yeah.
And um, it, the longer that you can maintain strength, the less chances of falling and things like that as we get older.
Hmm.
That's a big one to me is squats, just getting in and out of the chair. It doesn't have to be with exercise. It doesn't have to be full bore or nothing. We can work into it so that being said, like getting in and out of the chair as a squat, working your legs. After a couple of weeks, you might be able to do it without the chair and
Yeah.
just do some up and downs, and
Mm.
and it's a progression, and
Hmm.
it works.
Okay. And will you be doing any videos for this? Because I know you're currently not, are you? But will you be able to do any videos that we can attach, to come and see?
Oh, I might be able to put something together.
Yeah, that'd be great. Sort
Yeah.
of, even if it's chair exercise, because there's a couple of people that are like, where they're £300 now, or like myself, that was £385. We've got quite a few people coming into it, and they can only do chair exercises. So it wouldn't be, sort of chair exercises, light exercise, and then where people have lost the weight completely and are at their goal weight, there could be something a bit more, high energetic, high energy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it all works. I can pretty much pinpoint where you need to start um, with the exercises. So if somebody has bands, um, we can do a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, we can get some bands. If we're
Yeah,
prepared, we'll all get bands. But it's just something to start for all of us, for yourself and us, if we can get that rolling on YouTube and all come together, as a live, something like that.
right, right. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would. Sort of a live exercise class from all around the world.
Right.
We'll have to
Yeah,
sort out the timings though, because I normally get on at midnight and I'll be like
right. Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long after surgery do you think you would recommend to start exercising? They sort of say about 6 weeks. Would that be about right?
Oh boy.
After any
I if
surgery,
it's Well, if I had a new client come to me and said she was like 3 weeks post-op, I would say I would need to talk to her doctor,
doctor.
because what I gather, from what I've done and read in the past, you know, 4 months post-op is a good place to start.
Mm, mm.
That
So
way I know everything, you're healed, um, and you can go from there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or speak to the doctor and see what he says. Yeah.
Right, right.
And then just do maybe light exercise to begin with, like chair exercise.
Yeah. Or even walking. Yeah.
Yeah. Walking. Yeah. Keep forgetting about walking. That helps. One leg
Yeah.
in front of the other.
Right, right.
And
Exactly.
stairs, even, even stepping on that bottom stair, I found, because I couldn't walk up the stairs like that. I could only walk up the stairs like this on sideways. So
Oh,
I
okay.
learned, so I had to then go on the stairs and come down like that on the bottom step and do a bit of step work in order to be able to climb stairs naturally.
Right, right. Yep. And so even something like that, practicing, stair climbing,
Hmm.
is just beneficial.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's helped me. So lastly, how well, what would you recommend for relaxing and like relaxing with that exercise? Sort of like obviously, people have busy lives, they're stressed. So it's a case of like how to relax and get into like, do you know what? I want to do some exercising.
I
That's
think it's,
a hard question.
yeah, I know. It's just a matter of getting it into your routine.
Yeah.
I,
Time management.
I try to make it fun for my clients. So they know when they come in, they're at ease, they're ready to get going. Um, just
That helps.
having it's a mental game again.
Mm.
Um, when the doctor says you need to go exercise, how many times are you going to be like, oh my gosh, really? Um,
That's me. I'm one
yeah,
of those.
you're right. So it's a matter of just uh, looking at the end result, knowing how good you're going to feel, because most people know how good they feel
Yeah.
when they're at that point, and just the confidence to say, I'm going to get back to that and I can't wait.
Do you know what? I just, because I'm now mobile or more mobile than I was, I just want to be one of those slim people that love exercise. It's a very strange thing, but I want to love exercise from somebody who hates exercise and uses it as a swear word. Sort of don't tell me that it's like a swear word, don't tell me that, Um, but I want to be one of those people that loves exercise and that changes. I need somebody to change my mindset of like, let's get into exercise, let's enjoy it, let's go swimming, let's go for a walk.
Right, right. And I think
And that's why I'd quite like to do a YouTube video with everybody
right,
else.
right. And I think I've made several videos on the three pillars of sustainable weight loss.
Mm,
The first one is nutrition. The
mhm.
second one is fitness. The third one is accountability. So what I would, like you were just saying, if you can find a partner, that's huge motivation right off the get-go. And I know within the groups, people have been doing that, looking for accountability partners and so on and so forth.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
um, it works. You need those three things to be sustainable.
Yeah, I think if we did as a group and then one didn't turn up, we'd be like next week going, where were you? If
Yeah.
unless they were working, of course. But oh, Dean, thank you so much for talking to me.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Can you think of anything else?
Um, nope, I would just say make sure everybody's drinking their water.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. Tell me about the water. Actually, I had that on then. I didn't ask.
Well,
So,
the hard part with drinking a lot of water and you have a sleeve is you can get sick easily. So you just have
yeah.
to take sips every so often. Uh, but man, there's nothing better to be fully hydrated. Um, it gives you more energy.
Because
So
I know some have gone dehydrated after the surgery, about 4 months into their surgery, where they haven't been able to get it in. I know one lady, no, two ladies, that water is a heavy, horrible feeling that they can't take water. However, if they drink their teas and if they drink, oh, what do you call them? Like flavorings, it
yeah,
goes down better. One of them, we're not allowed straws, but she can drink through a straw. So it's a case of, well, if you get your fluids in, then you drink through a straw, love.
yeah,
Because otherwise, she's just gone twice to hospital having dehydration.
yep, yep. And it's a common thing. Uh, we really have to stay on top of that. And the funny thing is, the people that I have had tell me that they don't like the taste of water, the first thing I ask them is, what sugary drink were you addicted to?
Coke,
Because,
Diet Coke.
yep. So all that sugar constantly, when you're not drinking water, it changes your palate, so to speak. So when you start trying to drink water, it's like, oh, I need my pop back.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think
So
I think sometimes it's because we're not allowed carbohydrates. So I think it's a question of you come off the carbohydrates for your diet and your liver shrinking diet, and it may be of help to sort of then go on to something like a juice and then come slowly, and then make that a bit more weaker and weaker and weaker, and then you get to your water.
Yep, yep. I just basically say 0-calorie drinks. So that allows a little leeway there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can. And one of the surgeons has just told me we can have fizzy water, just not pop, just not the Cokes and things like that.
Right.
It's so fattening. And it's not even anything else, not calories, it's not anything like that. It's just absolutely the worst for you.
Right. Yep.
Even if it is zero Coke or Diet Coke or any of these, it's still really bad because of the fat content.
Yeah. Plus the carbonation, I know, upsets some people as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Can't have carbohydrates, they tell you when you have surgery.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Now, so have you got a link to your website or YouTube channel?
I do not have a YouTube channel yet.
Okay.
I will send you the link to my Facebook group.
Okay.
Um,
And then I'll put that in the comments because obviously this is going to go onto YouTube. So I'll put that in the comments.
Great. Okay.
Hmm.
Yep. So I'll just send you that when we get off of here.
Okay, no problem. That's fantastic. Well, Dean, thank you so much.
Well,
And
thank you for having
this
me.
will go up and hopefully it will help everybody in the group and more people coming through into the group as well. It's a growing group now, so it's good.
Well,
Yeah,
good deal.
yeah.
Well, thank you for inviting me on.
No, you're absolutely welcome. We'll obviously keep in touch, and obviously my guys will see this, and hopefully they can talk to you via your group, by your
All right,
Facebook group. Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
that'd be excellent.
All right, Dean. Thank you so much.
All right,
All right,
anytime.
take a look. Okay, take care.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.